Alright, so to start this build, you're going to want to put down your first triangle, which you're going to have. And this is going to be our final upgraded version of what I'm building. So, you already have a server, you already have a bunch of resources. So first off, we have this little design right here. Then each of these circular pieces we're going to put our square into. Right, now once you have that done, in between these two squares, which are in the circles, we're going to make another circle. And then we're going to fill up these excess spots with triangles. And then come to the outer circles. Place squares next to those. Then you get your triangles out. Place them across the squares that you just placed. There we go. That is the footprint of the base. If you make sure you lay this out in twig first, so that you know that you have enough space when you're first building. Then, so for we're gonna have our TC out. Honeycomb. And then you're gonna just make this out of twig. Put that down. Break that. But make sure before you place this, put a half wall, or not a half wall, half triangle. So before you put down the honeycomb, put down this triangle here. It's not that hard. Then we're gonna get a tool cupboard. And you can make these boxes any way that you normally do. I'm just going to be making them the way that I have previously done it in the past, and which I've shown you in the video. So you put your TC here. For the sake of time, I'm not going to be putting down the chests, but you can go back to the previous video to see, or the previous segment of the video to see what you need to do. In here we're going to put down this, or you can make whatever loot room that you normally make. After that we come up here, and now we're going to make the roofs armored. We're going to have in our base a lot of armored roofs because they're significantly cheaper to make than the actual walls themselves. This is supposed to be armored. Alright, now we're going to switch to metal, and we're going to surround this whole area in half walls, which will make it a lot harder to raid. And let's try to go through the roof. Then we're going to go back to armored floors because they're significantly cheaper, and it's harder for them to blast down into the loot room. This wall can sometimes be tricky to place right here, but it's not too bad. Alright, then finally we're going to have our double door. Then if you're building this, you're going to want to put down this walls pretty fast, especially if you're in a populated zone, so that it might be countered. And then these are going to be excess loot rooms, so you're going to put down that, and break that. Break that after you put down these. Here's a neat little trick I do, which large boxes, I put them directly up the door, above the door, so you just have some extra space. And down here, you're gonna want to have armored double doors, because you could use a garage door and have an extra box here, extra large box, but the armored doors take a bit more expensive than the garage doors, so I recommend using the armored doors for the loot room. Right there. You're gonna want your level 3 workbench right here. So, a neat little trick you might not know, you might know. If you put down here and then you rotate this, you can actually fit 2 small boxes instead of just 1. And fill the ground here with your bags, and then we'll come upstairs. Alright, so you're going to want to have a garage door here, garage door here, garage door here. It's important that you have a garage door, not an armored double door, because we're going to have a jump up right here. You'll have to jump over, and if you have an armored door, this is in the way. So right now, I'm going to fill in the rest of the base. And where you want the entrance to be is right where this is. Go directly this up here. Then this square, the square to the right. That's where you want the entrance to be. You don't have to put your walls up right now. Fill this in any order that you want to. And if you're not going to have enough metal and a lot of excess stone, if you just make this outside layer stone temporarily until you have enough metal, you'll still be able to upgrade it. However, the inside honeycomb will not have access to it. So I recommend setting up a starter base before you make the final base. Right. And before I finish the rest, start putting the honeycomb. You come in 3 squares, and then these 2. That is the last part of the jump up. And you'll subsequently put that there. Any door which you want to, you can upgrade them as light goes on. I usually just start out with garage doors or sheet metal double doors and eventually upgrade to armored. Right now, I'm going to fill in all the honeycomb. So this base is extremely fortified from the inside, and take a significantly large amount of rockets. As you saw in the intro, the loot rooms are quite spread out. It take a lot of rockets, not just to get to TC, but to actually get to all the individual loot rooms themselves. The amount of doors in the space also deters raiders, and I've had several raids that the raiders just give up because they can't find where the TC is, where they need to go. This costs about 120k stone and 1,200 echo, and obviously that is with good doors, so about that much. Alright, so out each of these garage doors that we have here, you're gonna want to put walls around these parts, then put half walls, keep them twig though, then put the roof on, and put roofs on the top. Then put a triangle roof in between, and there's the jump up that I was previously talking about. Now in each of these, you'll put some garage doors for more defense, and you'll put in boxes. Whatever is your personal favorite way to put down the boxes in the 1x1 areas. I will show you at the end of the video a way that you can maximize space pretty well. Alright, so actually for this next floor, the second floor, the rest of it is all honeycomb as well. And you should be beginning to see the amount of dedication that you have to go to get through this. Again, this base is not necessarily meant for vanilla. It's more meant for somebody on a modded server. It's actually higher. Although if you can get enough farm to make it on a vanilla, it's extremely good and most likely market rated. And then we'll get to the next level. Right, for the jump up here, you're gonna have just a half wall there, and a little more things. Then here, you're gonna have an armored door. Or not armored door, you're gonna have a garage door. And then you will get a turrets once you find turrets, which you will hopefully find them throughout the wipe. Right here's a good spot for turret. If they start blowing through all the walls, they get back. If they're blowing through all the doors and they get here, they come back to rocket, blow that open, and they die if they're still there. And it makes it much harder because it's a wide open area that they would have to blow through all the doors, so it would be open anyways. Alright, there's also an optional turret right here. I sometimes put it there. It can be nice so that you know when they're in. And they've gotten through the doors. Now, up here on the upstairs, for every bit of the upstairs area on the 3rd floor, there is going to be some honeycomb touching the wall. So you're going to go like that, make sure that all that walls that can be seen from the outside have honeycomb on them. It's a simple way to get this done. Effectively and quickly. Alright, each one of these little indents, where it's just a triangle indent, I'm going to put another wall for subsequent honeycomb. This is going to be loot rooms going there. Alright, so next thing we're going to want is double door on this. And you're going to want double door here, wall, and double door wall. Alright, so on each one of these are going to be the bedrooms. Boom. Door on the square, wall, and triangle. Alright, so I'm just going to make one of the bedrooms so that you can see what you need to make for each one. So, first thing you're going to want these lockers, which are very nice, especially if you're getting raided. Easily grab the equipment right away. Next, so if they break this locker, the bag is actually going to fall out here. But if you put a window bar here, if the raiders break through that wall right there, then they are just going to be met with window bars, which they will have to break as well. But if you don't have the window bars, they can just jump through. So while it doesn't protect the loot, it can protect from raids. Alright, next you're going to want to grab beds for each one of these. Put the bed setters like that. You probably start with sheet metal door, but you can eventually upgrade to an armor door once you get enough. Now there's several ways to fit small boxes in here, but the easiest way that I could find that I could fit it with still being able to have very good movement throughout here is like this. 2 horizontally and just like this. Right, and then make each one of your bedrooms for your clanmates. Alright, and now these loot rooms right here. Then we're just gonna have box here, box here, box here, and a box here. Then armored door, right off, and there you go. So back on the top here, we're gonna have another layer. These apples. And also, if you're able to, if you can upgrade these, it would be nice just to have raids. It can be quite annoying. But with all these half walls, it's a major deterrence. And then I have 2 doors here. Make sure that the second one in is a garage door, otherwise you'll be able to jump up. Preferably have an armor door at the outside as well, because it's the way from the roof. Which a lot of raids these days happen from the roof. Trying to make it as expensive as possible for anyone trying to raid from the roof. Okay, so this next floor we're going to make is our shooting floor. And it is quite strange, but it works very well. So each one where we have the circle on, you're going to want to do this. Alright, now I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to place the rest of the triangles around here, and then I will take a picture of it and I will put it in the video for you to look at while you're building. So alright, I'm back and I have, this is what you're going to want to make it look like. And now, for all these outer pieces that are facing away from the inner triangle, from any other triangles, you're going to want to put down some window frames. See why in a minute. These Peekdowns are going to provide you with a 360-degree view. Anybody hiding under your base, if you're getting raided, you can shoot in through where the hole is, if they're coming through the side. Now each of these doors are going to make it so people can't just slide in. They're also going to provide you some cover, which these doors have saved me on several occasions. There's one on here that you're not going to be able to place a door frame. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's on every single one. I have other ones on here that are exactly the same. But what you want to do is put a double door frame, and then you're going to put a double door facing this direction. Here. Alright, then you're going to want to grab some sheet metal doors. Don't forget to put a quid lock, even if I think it's safe up here. People can still come up here and just open them. Make this facing this way, and also act as one. Though you can get through the double door one, which is quite annoying. Although the rest of them you cannot. You actually kill people when they try to slide in. Now, once you have all these down, your roof, basically, the rest of this roof, you can customize it however you want to. There's several ways that I've made it. Well, I've tried out many different methods and they all work pretty good. So, if you think that you found a better way that might work better, just do what you enjoy, what your preference is. If you like having a windows all the way around it so that you can see on all sides if there's anybody up here. Alright guys, so I made it up here so that there are 2 shop fronts on each one. Come through here. So the entrance, which is right here where we started. These do not need to be armor doors. Eventually it would be nice if you could upgrade them to armor doors so that you will, have more protection for the roof. And through here there's some beds and a locker. Through here, double door. Another double door. Double door. And each one has a shop front on each side so that you can see out to make sure there's no one camping the doors. And I also added some stone supports around the sides so that we can put the roof on. And if you need some time to go look at this, here you go. Alright, so now we're going to put on the roof, which our way up will be right here. There you go, now we have the top complete, and also the next floor, you can customize it how you want. Alright, so this is the final roof that I made. Obviously yours can be different. I have it so that there are prison cell gates out here so that you can, shoot out of them. And if there's someone on the roof, they can't loot you. And there's also, dropped in right here, the rest of that is filled with honeycomb. Minicopter garage, and yeah. Also in the middle, double door, and double door. And then garage doors for the living room. Alright, so first thing you're gonna do is get your chest. Come back to this side. Place your chest down. Next, get a barbecue. And you want to place your barbecue, doesn't need to be exact, but place it like that. And put a small box in there. That. Next you get a small box, put it on that side. Then put a small box on this side. And then at the bottom you're going to do the same thing with the chest and the barbecue. Put it in the barbecue, small box, and then the big chest box. Then you put small box from this side, and then you turn around, put one from this side. It's important that you do in that order, otherwise you're not going to be able to fit the one on the other side if you just put one down right here first. You put one there. You don't need to be terribly accurate with these. Put the small box at the front, because there's a little bit left over room. Leave you lenient, and that is basically the loot room design that I have done. It's pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching my Behemoth base design video, which also happens to be my first video. Please leave your feedback in the comments and or give me suggestions. See you in the next video.